Hey, Hickok 45 here. You've seen this baby before, haven't you? The M1 Grand. Even got the toad sticker on it today. We want to pay tribute to all the men, mostly, who carried this thing in battle, and some of these other firearms you see on the table here. So we've got some of this out. June 6th, big day in American history and in the history of the world. You get right down to it. The invasion of Normandy, which led to the end of the war, not too long after that, because of the success of that invasion. A lot of people, well, it was a success, but a lot of sacrifices were made, right, for it to be a success on all sides. A lot of good people lost their lives and were injured, maimed. Everybody fighting on whatever side, whether it's Germany, America, Italy, you name it, the Allies, the Axis. Everybody is not an evil creature in war. Lots of times we're just fighting for our country, and we do what we have to do. But then again, in that war, there were some folks that we could classify as pretty evil, couldn't we? But by and large, the guys in the trenches just doing their duty, and a lot of them died carrying guns like this, or Mausers, or whatever, 45s, you name it. But this is a good old M1 Garand. We use these guns just to enjoy as a sporting arm for the most part. Well, the only thing that I do with them, right? I don't plan on going to war with this. I don't even keep it as a self-defense firearm. I keep it as a piece of history, and we enjoy these firearms. Thinking about where they've been. This one was used in World War II, and that's just very fascinating to me. And it still shoots, still fires, and you've seen it in videos, hopefully. The same with the M1 carbine. Now this one is refurbished, and I'm not sure the exact date on it. I think the barrel, folks have pointed out, it looks more like a Korea, but it was refurbished at some point, and like all of these, they had interchangeable parts. So I'm not sure which parts might have been around during World War II and which ones not exactly, but it's kind of from that era, and then this was World War II era, the Colt 1911 there, A1. So, and the Garand clips, you recognize those, the Glock clips. But these are just some of the accoutrements that people carried, people were relying on. My father was there at Normandy in the invasion of Utah Beach, and I know he trained with this gun, the Garand. He would always pick them up and lovingly in gun shows. He never did own one though, aside from the one he trained with in the military. And I think he carried an M1 carbine part of the time. They drove the ducks and the transport unit, and I know he carried the 45. So these are the guns, 68 years ago. Now I'm just kind of planning my summer and what I'm going to do, mostly fun things. 68 years ago, this time of the year, this time of the summer, my father, some of your fathers, grandparents, great-grandparents, they were busy getting their gear ready for the invasion, or they were involved in the invasion, or dying, in that invasion. So their lives were quite a bit different than mine and yours, probably, quite a bit different. So we just wanted to pay a little tribute to that, and just remember it. It's hard not to, and it's just a very, very serious time in history. Things would have been quite different probably in the world if that war had not gone the way it did go. Again, a lot of good people from a lot of countries lost their lives, and we're fortunate that we're able to have the freedom in this country as well as some other countries. But we're very lucky to be able to own firearms like this, and especially that have this historical significance, and to shoot them, and I don't know, just have them as mementos of that time period. And I know I relish that. I really value that. These are some of my most prized firearms. Not only because I know that my father carried them and trained with them, but just that lots of men did from that era, and have since. So anyway, just a kind of a tribute to the people that fought and died, came back, whatever, and helped propel the world to a better place. I think generally most of us would agree to that, I think. So hope you enjoy seeing those guns out here, and I think you probably know what all of them are. They're in videos on our channel and other people's channels. Very interesting firearms with very interesting history. So we salute those folks that carried them in battle. They're very heavy, and there's nothing easy about war. Never been there. Some of you have, and you can speak to that with some authority. But we appreciate those of you who have been there. Appreciate my father and my father-in-law for being there in World War II. And that's about all I have to say. I just wanted to bring those out and talk about that a little bit. Life's pretty good for us.